Hello, all, and welcome back to part two of Sunday morning Swords Without Masters speed runs. We just completed the first run in just over 30 minutes. It was so close that I'm super excited to see what happens to our heroes as they stay on the island forbidden by destiny. I will peace out and hang out in the background while all of you go do some fun adventures.
All right.
Peppy, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, let's do that. Hold up. Just gotta.
You gotta stretch.
Stretch them over player muscles.
Yeah. There we go.
Do you need to gird your loins? I have a diagram of how you have to do that properly.
That's why I'm off camera right now, Misha.
All right. Let's do this. What do we got? Oh, what the hell did I just do? There we go. All right. Jovial. Great. It's a discovery phase.
Of course it is.
And what we have here is the Phaedra and Arahan are on some cold, distant shore. The sun is up and there's blinding white light coming off the snow and ice. And before you, in a robe of leopard spotted robe with a furry hood, is Tiklik Chick, the cricket sorcerer, longtime frenemy of Arahan, probably friend, but
friend, but now it's wizard, maybe frenemy.
Yeah. Who has come here on a flat golden boat with oars that move at his command like the legs of a centipede, and has met you out here, and holds in one of his hands an orb. Right, obviously something to look at. This is a discovery phase, but I need to give you the thunder, and the thunder is far in the distance on a forbidden island. Lohse is eating whatever she can find, right? Like the fruits that she pick off the ground, hiding among the trees somewhere. And you can hear the thunderous stomping of these giants as they wander the island, and have been wandering the island for the past season, searching for Lohse. And not only does Lohse hear these steps, but Phaedra and Arahan can hear them in the back of their heads as well. All right. So let us do. Arahan, you're talking to Tiklik Chick, so you can go ahead and discover first.
Cool. Let me roll immediately.
Yes.
Whoop. It's Glum.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I think Tiklik Chick. So Lohse is here because Lohse is a realm walker, and Tiklik Chick, in order to bridge sort of to me, has brought her along. But I think what it is he tells me that deep in the heart of that island, there is he tells me that I'm in danger, and he tells me that there is a dark artifact that is tied to my future, and he insinuates that I kind of owe him for helping me out back in the wizard of the city of the past. So I think that that's what I'm discovering.
Mm-hmm.
But the pointed question that I have for you, Epi, is he's speaking to me as a friend, and he's showing me visions in the orb that he's holding. But whose words is he actually speaking, and whose bidding is he actually doing?
Oh, excellent. Oh, well, Yeah, I think that this is clearly the old woman from, as folks will remember from previous speed runs, who is, and you can tell that it's actually her words coming through him, because he has many arms, and two of the arms that he wouldn't otherwise be using, he is signaling to you and telling you that not all that he says is coming from his own thoughts. All right, I'm going to continue this phase. Guess what, Losa? Looks like you get to discover.
So Losa is enduring her new gift / curse as Realm Walker, where she can be both in one place and another, bodily on the island, hidden under a huge palm leaf, clutching some sort of strange stone fruit, hoping to God she can finish it before the giants come stomping through here again. But mentally and spiritually, standing with Phaedra and Arhan and Teklikchik, staring into this orb. And Losa's, I need to roll.
Yeah. Oh,
There's the
sorry.
Losa's
you're jovial. Okay,
jovial. Losa is thrilled to hear that there's a dark artifact on the center of the island. That sounds amazing. Because she's been stuck here for a full season. And it's exhausting. And to discover this artifact, so she's able to connect this seed of information from Teklikchik with her growing knowledge of all the small hiding places on this island. And she knows at the center of it there lies a sinkhole that she went to hide in and realized was much deeper than she had expected, leading to perhaps a cave system. And so Losa now realizes that artifact hides within that cave system and that she can go there and find it. But her loaded question is for Epi is, what connection does that artifact have with Losa's curse from the island already?
Oh, okay. All right. I think that the connection that's made evident here to Losa is that you went to that sinkhole, you hid in it, right? And then you left it, which is unusual because it would seem like it would be a good place for you to hide, and you keep, like, over the course of the season, you keep bouncing off of that area as if something is hiding it from your, like, again, is trying to keep you from getting to it. And it's only through, like, seeing through the distance, through your companion's eyes, through the orb of Teklikchik, that you can actually, like setting up a series of mirrors to see what's directly behind your head, kind of situation. So you know that you can't go directly to it yourself. Actually, I'm going to end the phase.
Oh,
sorry, Phaedra.
It's okay. I never figured out anything. No, I'm kidding.
Because I have a clear way to go, and we're glum. I'm sorry, we are glum. So you've been wandering for a season. You finally met up with Teklikchik to find out more about this, and Teklikchik has kindly taken you upon his barge back to the island. But to get you there without the Guardians knowing, Teklikchik has surrounded everything in dark smoke, and you are coming in under the, on a moonless night, which is rare. So you had to wait yet another month or two before you could reach Losa on the island. I'm going to give you a thunder here. Oh, I think the thunder is that Click Chick doesn't even land on the island, refuses to go any closer than like where you could safely swim to the island itself. Now I'm going to hand this to Phaedra. Phaedra, show us how you find Losa on the island.
This is Rogue's face?
Yes, Rogue's face.
Yeah. Ooh, crap. Stymie. Stymie the moral, damn it.
So we're going to be jovial. And the reason, so this is a mystery, which means that the reason why you're unable to find Losa on the island has to be somehow either supernatural or magical or unknown in some way. And then we're going to write a question about that.
Oh, okay. Your demand was for me to show
us how you find Losa, but obviously you're not going to.
So we swim to the island, and we start looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and poking, and we come across the giants, and we end up killing a couple, but eventually it turns out we've been wandering for a full frickin' season, and we still have not found Losa. So now I gotta come to the moral too.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, so what you need is just a mystery, but your mystery could simply
our mystery
be
is why can't we find Losa?
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
What's stopping us, or like what do we? Yeah, do we just look and can't find? So clearly something is hiding her from our eyes, or is there like a magical barrier?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there?
Right? Yeah, I think you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good
on
question.
Another plane of existence, and we're just on the wrong island. Who knows?
All right, so you can make a demand to someone else, and then you can write up that mystery question while that's happening.
Let's see. Let's give Arhan.
Oh, Rogue's face, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Arhan. Show us what you're feeling as the season drags on and we still have not found our friend.
Oh, nice.
It's unusual, but they're both less than three or less.
So it's a moral. So
Excellent.
Whatever you're feeling, it's jovial, and there's going to be bad consequences for it.
I think it's frustration, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like Arhan is not actually unusually. Arhan's been quiet ever since his death and return. He's been kind of like more subtle. Like he spends a lot of time being all broody McBroody pants. But I think that as this time goes, we've got like Losa is the weaving starlight and magic, and you've got some shadow magic, but Arhan's like mundane. And I think that at this point Arhan has like several drawings of like we found like a cave that we sleep in because like we killed some like serpent that nested there and nothing has moved in yet, and there's a map on the wall, and every day that we search the island Arhan puts a slash in it, and I think that the last slash is a true gouge, and there's like a broken dagger where it's like obvious that he's like super pissed. And I think that there is a moment where like Arhan actually like just vents his fury. Like he just goes outside and he screams, and we see like 3 giant heads like come up out of the forest. Like, where's the delicious? And like some rocks and pebbles go towering down. So I'm gonna hand the dice to Epi, and I'm gonna ask you as the overplayer for a reaction from an NPC. How does the Click Chick react when we show back up at the boat and Arhan will not take no for an answer as to why the hell we can't find Losa?
Oh, excellent. All right. So you have to write a moral. I think
I got it.
I want to give you just a little bit more bite on your consequence, because I think you show up at the boat like out of breath and the giants are running towards you in the boat, right? Like you've revealed the boat to the island.
Oops.
Okay.
Yep. Story checks out. Talk faster, Bugman.
To Click Trick is just like busily making commands to the rest of the boat, trying to get it moving so it goes away from the giants, and is talking to you. And the excuses you're getting from to Click Trick obviously are not coming from to Click Trick, but to Click Trick is reaching out and like grabbing you by your hand and like pointing you to like items on the boat and collecting them together into like a spyglass with, instead of glass, it's like obsidian, like a lenses there, and hands it to you. And I think like it really is this, like you're being a little thick about it, right? Like to Click Trick really has to like.
But I've got a cool companion. That's all.
Yeah.
Phaedra might put this together faster than Arhan. Well, actually, I also have a thing that whispers secrets to me. So.
Right. All right. I'm going to make a demand. I'm going to make a demand of Lohse. Lohse, show us from before all of this happening how you keep trying to communicate with them.
So
during the month that they've been, searching for you.
Yeah.
You roll first. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you are failing to communicate with them. That's
yes, I am. So
and it's glum.
This is a glum stymie.
Yeah.
So Lohse has made progress on moving into that sinkhole and starting to explore that cave, and was in the cave when she started hearing the voices of her friends. But when she crawled out of the cave to summon them, she realized that she's become darkness. She's translucent. She's immaterial. That the cave itself has changed her. And now as she attempts to reach out, to touch her friends, to speak to them, she's been unable to do anything but move the leaves in the breeze, to push a wind through their hair, to sparkle the starlight on calm nights on the ocean surface. And they're not paying any attention. So
poor Lohse.
Is phase going?
If you want, if anybody wants to end it, we can end it. What's it?
No cancels on my part.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to hear some demands.
Yeah. I would like to demand of Phaedra, what is your first clue that Lohse is trying to communicate with you? What is the first thing you discover that makes you think Lohse is communicating with you?
Okay, jovial. Good. This is a good
Yay.
thing, not a bad thing. You're not going to kill me in my sleep. All right. I think what it is as Phaedra moves throughout her day, whenever she comes across a shadow, it's kind of like she catches a glimpse out of the corner of her eyes. It's kind of not quite a shadow puppet, but it's kind of that kind of feeling like somebody is making a shadow into a form that she can see, but every time she turns to look at it fully, it kind of fades, and so she can't quite see it, but she knows something's there, and she knows that that somebody who would work with light and shadow, it's probably Phaedra, or not Phaedra, Lohse, and is probably trying to get in touch with her somehow. And so she keeps trying to catch that out of the corner of her eye, but can't quite ever catch it.
Do you use the obsidian scrying device there now that you kind of get the inkling?
Now that we have it, yes. So now that we have the device, she's able to more fully like look around when she sees that, and she finally catches a glimpse of Losa's form in the inky shadows at the back of the cave. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
We can end it, but yeah, if you got a demand, go for it.
Yeah, I don't know how to phrase it as a demand, so we'll call it an end.
All right. So we end it with you just having an idea that Losa is there, right? Yeah.
Yes, seeing her form in the inky blackness of the back of the cave.
Yes. We are jovial.
Where she has become night.
All right.
We're doing some discoveries, Epi?
Yeah, actually, I think that's a good idea. So let's.
I'm getting that third, that final motif in there. I'm just trying to get the wording exactly right because that was so cool.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be in the end game here. Okay.
End game.
Oh, damn. All right.
So what am I? I am jovial. Okay. So this is what you've done then. You've gone out onto the island, back out onto the beach. It is daytime, and I lost my dice.
Oh shit! Did I do something?
It's all right. I think we can bring them back. I'll figure that out in a minute. All right. So you go out onto the beach. It is daytime, and you're out there specifically because the sun is bright and you can cast shadows from it to make a form for Losa, so you can have like an actual ongoing conversation. But being out there in the day, you have attracted the attention of the giants. I think who are coming back out of the ocean because they've chased T'Klik barge out as far as they could. And so the thunder is those giants. And then it's going to be discovery phase, so I'm going to hand it to Strash, but just give me a moment to actually bring
the dice, yeah.
Bring the dice back.
I don't think it deleted them, but it might have been. Hey, there they go.
Oh, they're small. Let's just get them a little bigger.
You do that. I'm going to roll and go.
There you go.
Oh, another moral. What am I discovering? It's jovial. Got it. All right. So I think that one of the ways that we're going to, so sounds do not travel well through this dimensional barrier problem that we're running into. So one of the reasons why we're on the beach is not just to see you more clearly, but hi, cat, but because we're actually writing messages to you in the sand.
Oh, nice.
So I think that we are asking you questions and coordinating with you. Sorry, I'm trying to see my morals and motifs in order to reincorporate. But I love you very much, Kitty, but not right now. I think what it is that you are communicating to us things that we've learned throughout an entire season on this island, and we realize what I'm learning is that the thing, like the place that we need to go and the thing that we need to handle in order to like bring you back is probably inside that pit, that endless bottomless pit that we've never gone inside. So that's what I'm discovering. But this has to have like a little bit of bite and everything. And I think what happens is Arahan stays on the beach and tells Phaedra to go and handle this thing while he handles the giants.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I was like,
ask me a question.
I have to ask you a pointed question. Well, I mean, this is an easy twist. Like, Epi, what kind of sacrifice is required in order to bridge Losa back?
Right. That's good. Oh, right. Because, okay, this is great. So that pit obviously is where the massive amounts of bodies were going to have to go. Right. This was the sacrificial pit that once every century the guardians of this island had to fill, and so they. So yeah, I think that's what you need to know. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna end that phase. I don't think we need a discovery anymore.
I'm out. So
Yeah. So while Arahan is, and we're gonna do a rogue's face here. All right, so I'm going to do Glum. Oh, good. This is Glum. You can hear the sounds of battle on the beach. That's thunder as Arahan fights the giants that come out of the ocean. As Phaedra, you're using what's left of the starlit rope to descend into this cave, and I am going to hand the dice to Losa. Show us how you lure a sacrifice to the cave.
All
Or to
right.
I'm sorry, the pit. It shouldn't be the cave, it's the pit.
Can you roll the dice for me? I can't get them to roll.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
You're
Ooh,
jovial.
I'm jovial. So I'm luring sacrifices to this pit. All right. So knowing that we have to fill this pit, this void, with sacrificial things, the first thing that I the first thing that I do is I am able to see what's happening in the realm of light. I'm just unable to interact with it particularly well. So I see Arahan just cleaving stone giants, and the stampede of them coming onto shore. And what I want to do is to find the smallest pieces of them that Arahan has cleaved. And because they're one with the island and one with this cursed cave, I can actually, now that they're, single fingers and toes and noses and ears of giants lying on the ground, able to pick these up and pull these crumbling stone giant limbs into that cave and start to carry them down into the cave. And it's slow work, but it's the first time I've been able to touch something in season. And I'm starting to glow of my own light, just out of the joy of being able to physically interact with any element of the world. So I'm just gleefully marching along carrying like a giant nose and casting it into this cave. And
Excellent.
And so I would like to take those giants and reincorporate.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I think I think that calls game.
Now, are we good calling it there, or do we want to do a quick epilogue?
Misha, do you want to do an epilogue?
Go for an epilogue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go.
Epilogue?
So with the epilogue, you just roll the dice and you just narrate whatever you want in that tone. About just a few sentences about how we leave this behind.
Right, jovial. So we leave with Phaedra climbing down this rope into this pit and dodging giant stone body parts as they come flying down past her. Arahan, how do we leave?
Oh no. I'm
You just
out.
end it.
I've
Okay.
reincorporated.
Gotcha. Okay, then that's how we leave.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay, we ended there.
Yeah.
I
28.
think everybody else reincorporated already.
22.
Yeah. What's that?
I have 28, 22.
I have 28, 21. Oh,
let's go with 21 on a tiebreaker. We'll go with the lower because we're trying to speed.
28, 21, folks.
Holy shit.
We have done it. We have run a 30-minute. We have run a less than 30-minute game of swords. I think all the stars aligned. We had like the cliffhanger ending of the last one. We were all warmed up from a previous session. We were like ready to go. Nice. Good stuff. Chat was throwing stuff at us a mile a minute. I actually had my job of hosting like to do this game because I was like bouncing around. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that chat was really going. That was so awesome to check in on.
Yeah, I really dig the idea of letting the chat do a lore phase between sessions. I can explain a little bit of how the lore phase works if we want to at the moment, or should we?
We were so fast that we have time left on the stream. Excuse me. If you want to do it, go for it.
Sure. Okay, so the lore phase is from the advanced game of Swords Without Master, which is found in Worlds Without Master issue 3. The lore phase is a thunderless phase. There's no thunder in it, and you don't play it during the game. It's a phase that you cannot play during the game. And what you do is somebody is a seeker, and they have a question that they want answered. So maybe they have a question of an example that may have come from the first session that we had here is why is Losa not supposed to ever find this island, right? And then so they ask the question, and in this case we probably would ask it in the chat, and then people in the chat would volunteer to be or maybe I guess we'd probably hand it to people. I'm not sure how it would work in the chat. We'll figure that out. They would roll the dice, they would get a tone, and then they would give us a hint about it. They cannot answer the question. Nobody can answer the question. They just have to give us a detail that is somehow related to the question or the question's answer. And we'll collect these details and we'll put them on the table when we play again, and they'll be reincorporated. You can reincorporate. They'll be like the echoes of the past that we did last time. So we would echo them in the motifs and we can reincorporate them at the end. So we would give the chat a way to, in fact, I think it would be kind of neat if the chat just asked the question and then, did their own lore phase. So they give us material to work with our next one. It's exciting.
That would be awesome.
I dig it. I'm looking right now is to see whether or not we can get Moobot to do dice rolling in Twitch chat. It seems like it's possible. It seems like it needs a custom API. So I'm not sure if that I have the free version right now, and I think that makes me go up to paying money version.
Oh yeah,
but
we'll figure something out.
But yeah, we'll figure something out. Worst case scenario, y'all have D6s. You can tell us what you roll, right?
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I love this. Captain Kritz threw out the idea that the one of the rogues, the OP gets at or the overplay gets at the question at the beginning. So I think if we leave on a cliffhanger or something like that, that's that's perfect, right? That'd be great. And maybe if not, someone else just volunteers to do it. I think any of those are good. So,
I'm so pumped.
Yeah, you just want to play another round, don't you? You're like, hold on, we have 28 minutes left to stream.
We can do another 28-minute run.
Yeah. This was so good. We'll be back in sometime. We'll be back. I don't know if it's next week, but I think it's in a couple weeks. Let's look at ye old calendar.
Yeah.
It is not next week. And I believe the week after that is Go Play, so I think we're out.
Yeah, we are out for a little while.
The 15th of July.
Oh, right.
Yes.
But there is Swords Without Master 3 weeks running. The 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th.
Yeah. Yes. So you can all come in. And one of those weeks, or maybe 2 of those weeks, my rogue will be appearing.
Oh, nice.
We'll see. I'm tempted to just play Teklicchik. I mean, he's pretty freaking rad.
Yes! I have an image for you if you care.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. This is great. So, that should be fantastic. I am Sean Nittner. I use he him pronouns. I'm the host. The host today on Actual Play. You can find me on the internets at Sean Nittner pretty much everywhere. And right now, I'm running the Kickstarter for Big Bad Con, where we're going to have lots of rad games like Swords Without Master, and some of these rad people there as well. So you should check out if you are interested in either attending or supporting the event. Check out the Kickstarter. That's my shtick for the week.
Nice.
I'm Shell, she, her. This was amazing. I had such a fun time, and I feel like we've really hit a great stride with this game. It's been fantastic. If you want to see more of what I do outside of these streams, you want to check out portablecity.net. And the big thing going on for me, I'm slowly turning my store over. So there's a few prints that you've got 1 week left to grab at sorcererscatalog.shop. And that includes cursed Lovecraftian haunted houses, wizards pulling trees up from a swamp, and much more. And so that's what I've got to share. And that's me.
Oh, hey, I'm Strash. Sorry, I was gonna say, Shell, you should totally put your store link in the Twitch chats.
Oh,
All
I'll
right.
have to log in and figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that works too.
I'm throwing them in as you say them. I'm trying to.
Sean's on it.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. I'm Strash, he, him. You can find me playing / running games here, and also you can find me on Twitter at StrashA. I am super interested to see what happens next time we play. It's going to be a little while till we meet again, but it's going to be a blast. And aside from that, I guess I am going to unfortunately plug something here real quick.
Plug away, man. Go for it.
Unfortunately.
So physical copies of Scum and Villainy, the pre-orders are going live next week. So if you are interested in buying an actual book game that, oh no, Sean, you're going to
I think we're going to see it actually.
You're going to taunt me on stream, aren't you?
I think he is.
Ooh.
On one hand, I'm super excited. On the other hand, I still haven't seen a copy. So, so pre-orders are going live next week. If you're interested in getting that rad-looking game there that I co-wrote, you should totally check out Evil Hat's site. It's coming in just a couple days. That's it for me.
I'm Misha, she, her. You can find me on Twitter at BG Gameworks. Had to think of what my handle was. Or my blog's at blackgirlgameworks.com. And as part of New Agenda Publishing, we have our quick start for our first game out. It's called Arun. The website is newagendapublishing.com, or you can go to Drive-Thru RPG and look up Arun, ORUN.
Nice. I'm Epi. You can find me as Epidiah on Twitter's. Actually, what you probably... you can find me as Epidiah on Twitter. You can find me in the Discord Without Master, which I've posted links to on Twitter. I'll try and get one in the chat too. The other thing I want to say, because there's only probably only 2.5 days left, there's a sale on all of the old Worlds Without Master issues over at epidiah.itch.io. itch.io. 25% off each issue, or you can get the whole 11 issues for like 31% off or something like that. That's worth checking out. Remember, issue 3 has Swords Without Master. So if you're watching this and you have no idea what we're doing, that's the best way to find out. I think
It's gonna look funny. You're gonna think, wait, this is, but no, you gotta read a couple of pages because it's not at the front of the book.
Yeah, no, it's in the back. I've hid it in the back of the book. I've done everything I could to keep you from finding this game.
Right. The best marketing effort ever is to make you really struggle to find the game.
Excellent. Well, thank you, folks. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was so good.
This is gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
We see that every week.
28's really gonna be tricky.
I don't know about
I mean, we hit to me, win condition. We hit 30. Like we beat 30,
yeah.
so
At
we
this
keep
point,
doing
it's
that.
just gravy.
Yeah, we've already won.
Yes.
So awesome. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Again, we'll be back in a few weeks. We're very excited about that. There'll be more stuff on Actual Play coming up soon. Check our calendar. So take care all. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
You too.
Bye.